Lovie Smith is an entrepreneur, a radio host, and she also hopes to be on television in the future. I sit down one-on-one with Lauren for a special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores. And listen to this interview later on iHeartRadio. Lauren Smith, it's so good to meet you.
It's good to meet you as well, Quintin. Hello.
I appreciate it.
They call me Lovie.
Oh, really?
Yes, they call me Lovie.
Oh, great.
I know. I don't think my mom doesn't even call me Lauren anymore. I don't know. She calls me Boo.
Oh, really?
You know. But, Lovie that is.
Yes. And we got to talk about Mom.
Oh, God.
Legendary angry woman, Patrice Smith.
That's Mom. That is. It was definitely interesting growing up. Being known as the TV lady's daughter. That's what I was called. Everybody knew her as the TV or radio lady,
right.
And I got a lot of slack for it, but I learned a lot of stuff from her. I followed everything that she did. I was right there.
Yes.
If she was on the radio, I probably was like right up under her. I used to get to press the play on the, the records. It started with records. That's when we were little. I told a lot about my age just now. And then it, transitioned to CDs. Got to push play on the CDs, and I just watched everything that she did, and I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, Mom.
And now it's paying off because obviously you're the executive producer of Lovie's Lounge radio show.
Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, that was very interesting to begin. Lovie's Lounge radio show. It is on SoundCloud, formerly on CCG Network Radio. Shout out to Peter Politician. It's on Facebook. It's pretty much everywhere. I always make sure that I promote it, but it really actually started as a college project. Back at Trident, shout out to Trident Tech, good old alumni. I love those guys.
Yes.
And Marcia Warnock, everybody knows her. Shout out to her. I love her to death. She was our radio teacher, and she said, put together a project. And I had no idea what to do. And I literally said, well, what is it that I really want to do? And I want to do radio, right? I want to do TV. That's really what is in the blood. So I came up with Lovie's Lounge Radio. It's a hour-long podcast focusing on musicians, local business owners, and people in the community that are looking to improve themselves, want to get themselves out there. And I will sit there and interview them, and we'll chop it up, talk about music. And it's gone from a small project at school to now actually circling and people are listening. So that's
thank
interesting.
God for that in the name of Jesus.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah.
In the name of Jesus.
Yes,
Hallelujah. Okay. Yes, Lord.
And you talk about the talent and businesses that you're trying to spotlight and help them excel. What are those businesses right now?
Goodness, man, we have a whole lot of people that come out, including Geechee One Magazine. Geechee One Magazine is exactly. Shout out to Felicia Rivers. She's doing magazines. She's doing movies. She's got me in movies. I'm writing for her magazine. We've got her as host and guest host coming on the TV show. We've got CCG Network Radio, where I started out with Lovie's Lounge. Shout out to Peter Politician. He does a music review show. We have Daybreak, Miss Daybreak. Shout out to Dawn Simmons. She also has the Break of Dawn show. She's doing her radio and TV thing as well. Charleston Wine and Discussion. Oh my goodness, that's the big thing. That's my baby right now, hosting Charleston Wine and Discussion. It is an interactive panel discussion with people in the community that have things to talk about. Sometimes we sweep things under the rug, and we need to speak about things like child support, going to college, getting our children educated in different things other than just sports. Going to basketball, that's great. But there's other things that are out here. There are community projects for computer learning and things like that we can get involved in. So we just want to just get these topics that we don't really talk about. We want to put it out on a forum. And every month we're at a different location. Right. This month we're at Soul's. Shout out to the Soul House, 7550 Dorchester Road there. And we've been at Sushi Blue downtown, get some sushi and things like that. Right. Hey, let me know if you have any venues that that you're interested in where Charleston Wine Discussion can come. We want to get out there and be all over the place, not just in downtown Charleston, but let's branch out. So reach out to me. We want to get you out there.
Yeah.
We want you on the panel too.
Oh.
I know you have some things to say.
I keep it balanced here. But obviously you're the host of Charleston Wine and Discussion, and there's so many topics right now.
Yeah.
When you think of Charleston and Discussions, what are you talking about?
Man, this past Saturday we had I believe it's our 4th episode going on, where we had Legal Shield was there.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people don't have lawyers on hand. They say they can't afford it or things like that. Legal Shield is a pay by month or pay with prescription or something like that, where you can actually go and get a lawyer at the drop of a dime. Mm-hmm. If you get pulled over, you can call a certain number. They're going to be there for you. They can help you with child support. They can help you with bankruptcy issues. It's a long range of things. So a lot of people say, I can't afford a lawyer. I don't know what to do. Legal Shield is there. Father to Father was also there with us as well, talking about how some single fathers out there want to step up and don't know how. Or they say, they're having issues with the mother of their child. They don't know how to communicate. Father the Father is there for you to be able to help you get on the right track and get you a job. Go into information about how much child support you really should be paying. How can you get your rights and visitation and things of that nature? Because a lot of our fathers right now, they're just saying, I don't have any help. I don't know what to do. There are ways to help. So.
And you talk about discussion. Let me take you back to August 25th.
Oh, goodness.
And obviously you just talked about the souls and episodes.
Yes.
Episode 2, The Hidden Truth, Black People Problems.
Ooh.
What type of problems do we have?
Everybody has problems. It's just not just Black people, but everybody has problems. But just about that father to father issue, that was a really big issue. A lot of people they're having children and they're not thinking about the consequences that come after. They're not thinking about, what you're supposed to do with the child. They just, get caught up in the heat of the moment. Sometimes you have a child with someone that you may not even know. And now what do you do? And, why not have the discussion about what are the things that we plan to do with our child? Who's going to have them, who's going to raise them? Who's going to be the one who's going to take them to school? Who's going to be the one to be financially dominant? No one ever really seems to talk about those things until it's too late, and then you're in a child support issue and you're in a custody battle and things like that. But why not talk about these things before you're actually engaging in certain things with people? So, it's a little touchy. It was a very heated discussion out there, but it's things we need to talk about, why not?
And a lot of people are still talking about a couple of issues here in Charleston.
Uh-oh.
Describes me the following one word, the Palmetto Artisans Program.
Oh, God. Hey, you're the one that knows about this stuff. I'm not going to go deep. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The reason I don't go deep in things like that is because, I want to stay neutral. I want to help. I want to help everybody. Sure. But listen, I think you're the expert on things like that. I'm just going to stay neutral. I'll be the host, and as the host, a lot of times I really do have to stay neutral.
Oh, yes.
I'm just there to facilitate, make sure that nobody goes off the handle, okay? It flies off the handle because you can sit there and talk about one topic for 45 minutes, That's not a show. Sometimes you got to curve it on back, and let's get all the topics out there on the table. But, I'm gonna let you.
Oh, no worries. Let me talk to you about you.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, you're Lovie Smith. You grew up here.
Yes, I did.
And, you obviously attended Trident Technical College.
Yay!
Beyond your broadcasting capabilities, who is Lauren Smith?
Man, Lauren is a ground to the, who am I? Graduate of Northwood Academy. Right. I'm a private school girl, faith-based, a believer, someone who wants to walk in their purpose, to change lives out here in Charleston, to help others to see other things other than just here. People get stuck for some reason here in Charleston. I don't know why. There's so many avenues that you can see, and help people to open their eyes that there's more to it than just, working at a state job or, working in the hospitals. You have more talents than that. And sometimes you just need to tap into it. Don't stop ignoring the things that you're good at and walk in your purpose, and that's what I'm really focusing on right now, is being Lauren and Lovie and being in the platform to be able to actually speak to young women and nurture them and show them some things and teach them some things that maybe that I ignored, and hopefully that can change their lives as well. So it's a well-rounded gal from Charleston, South Carolina, who is a radio guru who loves it. It is in my heart and soul. Now going towards TV, that's where, I saw my mother take the transition. Right. She started out in radio, and then someone recognized different talents, and she went into TV, and she said before that wasn't necessarily something that she ever thought of doing. And I never thought of doing it either until I started doing these hostings and being in front of people and realizing, and people saying, hey, why don't you follow in your mom's footsteps? And I'm like, really? I don't know. But now, I guess, growing up and coming to my own, that is something that I'm interested in doing. So I'm studying, people that are on the TVs now. Shout out to Tessa Spencer,
Absolutely.
Shout out to Ann McGill.
Right.
There are so many people that I'm watching that they don't even realize I'm watching just
Octavia.
to see. Octavia, oh my gosh, I mean the list goes on and on. Belinda Parker,
Right.
Savannah,
Right.
all these ladies are in the media and I'm watching. I'm taking something from each of them so that I can groom myself and hopefully start to be on the TV here as well.
Yes.
So hey you guys, look out for me,
Right.
You can offer me a job as well.
Exactly.
I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready to learn. That's so funny.
Oh, no worries at all. So tomorrow's Sunday.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
You got the Lovie's Lounge radio show.
Hey.
So what can I expect when I'm turning on to your radio show?
Lovie's Lounge, you're going to expect on a Sunday calm. This is when you're cooking dinner, you're having your glass of wine in your home after a long day. You maybe went to church, you had a nice day with the family. Now come on, turn on Lovie's Lounge. Expect to sit back in your home with some nice music in the background and talk about some music, some business, some things in the community, and have a laugh every now and then. I like to laugh. I'm kind of jokey, they call me sometimes, but sometimes you just have to bring that in. It changes atmospheres and things when you smile and have a light. So you definitely just want to come and talk about some local independent artists. Some people right now, Carolina Breeze of Brick Entertainment. He's such a great he's a rapper, but when I say rapper, I'm talking about conscious. I'm talking about he wants to change things in the black community, in people's lives. And it's not just all the cursing and the yelling. It doesn't have to be all of that, with rap nowadays. Rap sometimes gets a bad name. So right now I'm listening to some really Indo soul, they call it, and neo soul, different type of things like that. So shout out to Carolina Breeze and Grip Entertainment. Me as well, I'm also a writer and an artist, and I take that very seriously. It's something I've kept quiet for a long time. I've been featured on a lot of people's music here in Charleston, which some people wouldn't even really know. I keep it quiet, but when I use my music, I use it as an outlet for myself, and I never thought of it to use it for other people, but I realize some of the words that I write can inspire someone else to change how they're thinking and how they may do things. So Lovie Sings EP has been in the work for 3 years now, but finally something inside of me said, maybe it's time to really put it out. Maybe it's time to really go there, so look out for Lovie singing as well. Use your talents. God gifts you with so many things, and we sometimes ignore them or say that we can't do things or it's just a dream. But in this life, this big thing we call life, if we just take the time and really focus on things that make you happy, your life changes. You're able to change others, and that's really what I am striving to do right now. Change myself, look within myself, and hopefully, change someone else. So I know that was a mouthful. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna be quiet.
It's
Sorry.
You're welcome to talk as long as you want to put this close-ups. But you talk about music and your emphasis on that. What is the state of local music here in Charleston in your mind?
Man, we have such a big music scene here, and people would be surprised. They think there's nothing going on, but we have big names like Zandrina Dunning, who has started from being just a singer at local jazz things, now going across the world, going to different places singing. And she's an awesome person, and she sings from her soul. She's also been spotlighted in Charleston in a city paper as well. We have people like Grip Entertainment who J Vibe and Carolina Breeze who do neo soul rap that is talking about the heart and changing people and lifting women up as queens, and it's not always bashing or anything like that, which is sometimes that is what it is. Let me see who else. We have Queen Cat. Shout out to Queen Cat, man. She's a local rapper. And when I say you talking about positive vibes, again, people who want to change things. It's not always about in the club and you gotta, rock up and do things like that. Because we got music like that. Shout out to Scooter C's. Because sometimes you want to get your little groove on. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always about being in the club and things like that. So our local scene is rising. I challenge you to do a little bit of research. Go on Facebook, type in Geisha One Magazine or type in Grip Entertainment, Zandrina Dunning, some of these names that I'm saying, and you'll see how music has changed in Charleston, and it's on a rise, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. So.
Hey, let me fast forward to your future.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, you're a writer. What would you write next about your future?
Wow. Wow, that's a great question. I really have been questioning my own self about what am I going to write now. You know, I went through a lot of things emotionally and in different relationships, and that was what Lovie Sings EP was about the hurt and the pain. And when I wrote it out, it changed me. So now I want to write about the change. You know, that you can overcome, that you can be a queen, that you can be a jack of all trades and do the things that come to your heart and love God and serve Him and your life will change. So that's what I'm talking about now, is the love that I have for Him. You know, it's not always about the love for man. You know, you can love your friend, you can have a homie, you can do all of that, but the most important thing that's going to drive you and change your life is the love for Him. So that's what I'm writing about now, is the love that He's shed on me and the light that He's shined on me and the change that can come if you trust and believe and have faith. So it's a difference.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, Lauren Lovie Smith, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
I'm so excited to be with him. Listen, I see you. He about to help me blow up. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to interview him as well. He doesn't already know that. I already told him. He said he doesn't get on that side. But listen, usually I'm the one that's interviewing people, so this time we're going to switch it around. And on Lovie's Lounge, we're going to have Quintin coming up quite soon.
Yeah.
Okay? Charleston Wine and Discussion as well. Panelists. He thinks he's getting away from me. This is not the last time that you will see us together. We're going to do some things in this community. Because if he can push, I can push, and together we can push together. So let's make some change.
All righty. Thank you so much.
Yay!
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Anytime.